You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
An offer? What are you talking about?
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
He's gonna make sure it's the same Davik, I suppose. Davik Kang, who's that?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is.
Yeah.
He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris.
You mean Davik's a crime lord?
I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the Tarisian dream, right?
Why does Davik want the cure so badly?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
Yeah, he's not interested in this. Why do you care who gets the cure?
Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him.
What if I tell Zelka you're helping Davik get the cure?
I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? Now be smart about this. You'll get a better deal selling to Davik.
I think I'd rather give the serum to Zelka. He'll use it to help people.
Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Yeah. No, we're not interested in working with Davik in any capacity. We've already... That's more than confirmation. This event here and talking to Gurney over there. Also, incidentally, I'm not sure whether this is his name or whether that's his profession. Because Gurney, he's the guy who carries the stretcher, right? When people need it? I don't know. Anyway. This guy's a slime bag, you can tell. So, he's not going to associate with him. Now then. Saves the game. I'm paranoid, I just don't want to have to repeat dialogue over and over again. And I'm going to check the recording really quick. Alright folks, I did some thinking and paused the recording briefly, and I think I am going to actually transit back to the hideout, take the subway as it were, and pick up that energy shield now. I figure even if I don't use it in the duels, I think I'm probably going to need it in the upcoming areas of the game that get a bit more sporty, so let's go ahead and do that now. This is not where I intended to be. God damn it. To the apartment complex. Add Carth. I don't know why I went in there. Anyway, let's talk to Larim and pick up the shield. Back again, so what can I do for you? You want to see what I have in stock? That is precisely why I'm here. Let me see what you've got for sale. No problem, just step up and have a peek. Alright, so the energy shield. 154 credits. That's worth it. Let's just buy it. It leaves us with 999 anyway to play with. That's more than enough for Taris. And let's slap that on our left arm. And head out. I think that's the wrong way. I think it's this way. Alright. Saving. And, you know, it might be a good time to have a little chat with Carth, so I'm going to do that, actually.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Is this a good time to ask you some more questions?
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
Not if you have a problem with it.
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me.
This isn't an interrogation. I never said that.
No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Well, like you said when we first met, Bastila didn't have time to use her powers.
True. Bastila is as powerful as I say. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan, after all. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
I'm just a soldier. I'm sure there isn't anything unusual about that, is there?
Hell no. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors.
Yes, but I was a mercenary who was contracted to protect the ship and Bastila. What's so odd about me being added to the crew the last minute?
You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer.
Why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board, and hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises.
Shouldn't we be trying to work together?
I am working with you. I'd be a fool not to. I'd also be a fool not to expect the unexpected.
Are you always this suspicious?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
I consider this important.
All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Telemachus doesn't know what the hell Carth is going on about. He was hired, but why? Requested transfer directly from Bastila, and he was the only one. I guess he never thought about that part. That is a little bit odd, he must admit. But still, he doesn't understand where this paranoia is coming from. And he gets the idea that Carth might be implying he had something to do with that crash, and I think Carth is blowing it way out of proportion. The Jedi do a lot of things for a lot of reasons. Telemachus knows this. He fought in the Mandalorian Wars. Carth should probably know this. They both fought alongside the Jedi. I don't know. I don't know what he would make of this situation. Anyway, let's continue along and head back to where we were. Head over to the Upper City North. So pretty. Say it a lot, but man, I like this planet. I think Terrace might be my favorite planet in the game, actually. I mean, just look at this. Look at these sunsets. Look at these red hues and the lighting and the ships flying all over the place. The music, it's beautiful. Alright folks, I think that's gonna about do it for today's episode of Rag Plays Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I don't feel like we got a tremendous amount done, but I do feel like we learned a few things while we were playing. We had a chance to speak to Carth and learned a bit about his character, so that was good. And we also picked up a quest from Zelka, beat up a few bounty hunters. All in all, I can't complain. Even if it wasn't the most productive session, it was still a good session. Terrace really is a beautiful planet when you stop and smell the roses. And with that, I think I shall leave you all with a beautiful picture of the Teresian sunset over the Upper City North. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time for more Rag Plays Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. See you then.